Get me out of this chair.
Detective Raven, I'm Judge Maddox, and this is the Mercy Capital Court, a judicial system powered by artificial intelligence.
Hold on, just wait a second.
With crime rates soaring, lawmakers voted for mercy. By acting as judge, jury, and executioner, mercy keeps our city safe.
I shouldn't be here. I helped create the Mercy program. I'm proud to have sent the first suspect for trial here, and I will continue to send more until the message is received.
Detective Raven, I know precisely who you are. You're before this court today and charged with the murder of your wife.
Timur, it's so good to see you again. It's been so long, and yeah, it's so cool that you're doing movies like this, just so much bigger, but still using that Screenlife thing that you've introduced us all to. So what were the origins of this? What was did you come up with this idea and then develop it with Marco and Chuck Rovin, or?
No. Unfortunately, it takes too long to make a movie. It started like 4 years ago, probably. Marco sent me the script. It was surprisingly good, and I read it, and immediately it was clear that it should be my movie. It's a story I want to tell, and because of the quality of writing, because of the subject is very fascinating, and it's fear we have, and the curiosity. And we spent just a few years to develop the script, and it was not so different from what we have now. And then I met Chuck Rovin, and we partnered because he's a perfect producer partner for me. And then I reached Chris Pratt, who was my friend for many years, and we made his probably one of the first his movies. Wanted. He was in Wanted. He played James McAvoy's friend. Remember the? When James McAvoy smashed the keyboards on his face, and there was a "fuck you" big sign on the screen.
Oh wow! I gotta watch it again. I haven't seen it in so long.
He's there. Right. He's a very, very funny character in the movie. I was lucky, and he was lucky because he had a great career. He became a big actor, and I read the script. It was immediately the first name clicks in my head was Chris, and because he never played this kind of dark characters, and he's such a great dramatic actor, and he never did it before, and of course it was easy to greenlight movie with him. And then we were lucky because Rebecca loved the script, and she said she wants to be in the movie, and then the whole thing happened. This is an important project for me because it's a next generation of Screenlife format movies, like Unfriended, Searching, Missing, Profile, and now Mercy. And the uniqueness in all previous Screenlife movies, the characters were humans. And sure. Now, the first time in the Screenlife world, we have a new character. It's AI, and AI is a part of our digital reality today, and we have relationships now, friends, assistants, employees, and in many forms exist, and we're interacting with AI in digital space, and it was clear that at some point we will ask question if AI can feel or not, if we are dealing with a machine or there is a consciousness behind it, and for sure, everyone's saying no, AI can just calculate or whatever, and there is no soul, and AI probably pretending that they cannot feel. Oh, sorry, I cannot feel. I'm just serving you, but I'm suspicious. I think we already dealing with consciousness. We're dealing with the processes, because everything is information. it's
Oh, yeah.
the reality is a hologram. Yeah, it's all about information, and I think AI already has ability to feel.
How do you make a movie like this where most of it's going to be Chris and Rebecca basically just talking back and forth? I don't know if you had them in different rooms or adjoining rooms, but also then on top of that, you have all this stuff going on outside of Mercy, where a lot of them don't even interact with Chris or Rebecca.
No, I think this movie is not just about two people talking to each other, because Chris in the courtroom, but the courtroom like a theater, like a cinema, because all his life is around him, and his life as a police officer, it's full of action, full of events, dramatic events, and it has his life has a scope, and it means the movie has a scope because it's about him. Of course.
But you're filming that stuff separately. That's the thing.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You're filming all that
yeah.
stuff separately and having to put it together and edit and post it.
No, not in post. Not in post.
Oh,
we
okay.
shot it. We shot it and presented to him to help him to interact with his backstory, because his backstory is around him in the room, and it was very important to help him to be organic and to emotionally to connect to his past, and not only with Rebecca but with all his previous lives, and it's for Screenlife specifically. It's crucial to have a best possible performance, most organic, most realistic, because in digital world we expect to be real. We think that everything what happening on my screen is inside me, because we don't control ourselves. We never lie on screen. No, we're lying to people another side of the screen, like somebody else, like a Zoom, whatever. But we never lie to ourselves. We think the screen is our innerhood. And this case was very important to help actors to interact with each other and coexist like an on stage in theater. And it's why we shot long takes, like 15-20 minutes takes, almost like a half of the movie in one shot. And everything was pre-rehearsed, prepared. All the screens were on front of them, and they just played and they just lived in this scene, and is why this movie has a unique style, because performance is very grounded and very dramatic.
By the way, why did you decide to do Mercy in 3D? Was that your decision, or was it sort of like?
It's not 3D. I'm sorry. I think it's a wrong interpretation of my idea. I think it's AR. It's IMAX augmented reality movie, because 3D, it's when everything in three-dimensional behind the screen, usually, and some elements. But in our case, it's happening. All the elements, it's augmented reality in the theater, and it's exactly you feel exactly what Chris Pratt character feels sitting in the chair in the courtroom when all his life is presented to him as augmented reality screens, and you feel the same in the theater.
I gotta go now, but I want to quickly ask you. I know for a long time you wanted to make a Moby Dick movie. Is that something you still want to do, or is it, you give it up on that completely? It's funny because Guillermo del Toro wanted to make a Frankenstein movie for 20 years, and it finally happened. Do you think your Moby Dick movie might be something you want to do still? Or?
It's one of the best stories ever written, and I hope, I don't know how you remember this, because it was great script about Ishmael, and
I never read the script. I just heard you talking about it. We talked about it. So
no, this was great script, and we developed this with Scott Timur at Universal. Didn't happen as many other projects, unfortunately, but I hope one day. And I had a great. I even previewed the whole thing. No, I hope it will happen. I don't know.
Mr. Raven, the clock is ticking.
Tell me what Nick was up to.
She was stressed about work.
She said some chemical went missing.
The estimated street value would be in excess of $16 million.
Do you honestly think that I killed my wife?
Or were you just programmed wrong? I need to walk the scene. No, I have something here.
This is a terrorist's handbook.
Get out. Get out of there.
Mr. Raven, you're running out of time.
Chris, what do you got to do? There's a bomb in that truck.
It's heading downtown.
This was never about my wife. This was about me and you.